Penmar Golf Club is a better-than-average 9-hole golf course in the suburb of Venice near Santa Monica on the Pacific Ocean shoreline in California. The club is located just 3 miles from the famed Santa Monica Pier and only 7 miles from the exclusive Riviera Country Club and host each year to the Genesis Open on the PGA Tour. And it was the tournament won by Dustin Johnson, and a victory that saw him go to #1 in the world, that drew me to Penmar. But then there was an event that drew in March 2015 that drew far greater and, in fact, worldwide attention to this humble suburban golf course that had been officially opened for play in 1962. What occurred that day was nothing to do with the golfing skills of any club member nor visitor. Harrison Ford, and star of the blockbusting Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies, crash had landed his bright yellow vintage 1942 Ryanair nautical single-engine plane around 2:20 p.m. to the left of the 7th green and coming to rest in between two tees at the par 3 8th hole. Harrison Ford takes a huge divot and crash landing on the Penmar course. Ford was lucky not to have landed on a busy road in striving to make his way back to the Closby Airport. I am not sure of the ruling in a situation like this, but the golfing gods were shining brightly on the then 72-year-old Ford. It also is not the first time a pilot has used a golf course to crash land, and I remember mid-last year a light plane crashed into one of the lakes on the Liverpool course to the south of Sydney. Ford managed to land his plane right side up but hitting a tree branch and also leaving the biggest divot seen on the course since its opening. Fortunately for both pilot and plane, there was damage that could be repaired. Harrison Ford's light plane comes to rest in an area between the two tee boxes on the 8th hole. Harrison Ford's sorry-looking plane just short of one of the 8th hole tee boxes. Luck also had it that there was a drive. Sanjay Khurana, a spine surgeon who was among the players on the course that afternoon, and he ran to help after seeing the plane go down. Khurana is on record saying he saw Ford was slumped over, bleeding profusely and moaning. Ford had a very large scalp laceration but was able to speak and move, according to Khurana. Ford was conveyed to the hospital in fair to moderate condition, according to Los Angeles Fire Department Assistant Chief Patrick Butler, and with news also the Hollywood actor had suffered broken bones and required surgery. And while Ford clearly missed the 7th green in regulation, the veteran actor won praise for his forced landing. Bernie points to the tree Harrison Ford's plane clipped in making a crash landing on the Penmar GC course. The branch marked with an X that Harrison Ford's plane clipped. I would say that this is an absolutely beautifully executed, what we would call, a 4-star emergency landing, by an unbelievably well-trained pilot, said Christian Fry of the Santa Monica Airport Association. Ford's publicist, Ina Trechokas, said in a statement the actor was banged up and is in the hospital receiving medical care. The injuries sustained are not life-threatening, and he is expected to make a full recovery, Trechokas said. Ford left the area to the left of the 7th fairway and green. Here Harrison Ford crash-landed in March 2015 and lucky to have found the gap in the trees. Now no evidence or a plaque where Harrison Ford crash-landed his plane in March 2015. More than 2 years on, there is no plaque at the spot where Han Solo all Indiana Jones all Dr. Richard Kimball crash-landed his plane, and there is no reference in the clubhouse to the incident, nor was any part of the aircraft souvenired for later display in the Penmar clubhouse. I also understand, from my questions this particular day, no one nor the club received any correspondence from the multi-million-dollar Hollywood actor thanking those playing the course that day who had pulled him to safety. Penmar Golf Club and the scorecard of the course. Penmar Golf Club, view from behind the first green photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. Penmar Golf Club, view of the second green photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. And it was the Santa Monica City Council who had to meet the costs of repairing Ford's divot. It was in 1954 the Recreation and Parks Department of the City of Los Angeles were planning to build a 9-hole golf course on the west side of Los Angeles, to help ease the congestion on the Griffith Park and the new Rancho courses. The funding would come from a $40 million Recreation Parks bond proposal that would pass until 1957, allocating $300,000 for the new Penmar golf course. Penmar Golf Club, view off the 6th tee at Penmar GC photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. View of the 7th tee at Penmar GC photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. The course was designed by a David W. Kent who designed a number of municipal courses in the 60s, had expected to open for play in late 1961, but then construction was again delayed by the discovery of very hard ground and rocks, making it difficult to shape. A second opening was planned for New Year's Day of 1962, but again the opening was delayed by heavy rains that lasted through February. Finally completed and dry enough to open, the new course was dedicated by City Golf Supervisor Americ Hadley on Tuesday, March 27, 1962 and opened to the public the next day, and nearly 8 years after the initial proposal. Penmar GC view of the 7th green. Photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. Penmar GC, view off the 8th tee. Photo, www.golfpetermiss.com. Penmar is not long, measuring 582 yards off the blue or the back tees, 2,474 yards from the white and 2,308 yards off the gold tees. There is a mix of 3 par 3s, the 3rd, 5th and the 8th, and the remaining 6 all par 4s. The shortest of the par 3s is 139-yard 3rd hole, while the 5th plays the longest of the 3s at testing 208 yards. The longest hole, and off the blue, is the 436-yard 6th and also the number 1 index, and the shortest par 4 being the 281-yard opening hole. Need a flash car to play golf at Penmar Golf Club, spotted in the car parks and with the clubs in the back. One of the great joys in playing a golf course like Penmar was just how comfortable it was to get a tee time and how relaxing the walk the course and without the fuss you get at so many private golf courses. Also, I have to compliment the staff for a wonderful and warm welcome and in leaving the club, I can assure you I either replaced or filled in every divot I made.